Hi guys. Hi, good evening everyone. I'm Priya Tanna, Editor-in-Chief of VOGUE India, and thank you so much for joining me in yet another one of my Insta conversations with fashion industry leaders. My guest today truly is. She's once said, and actually she said it quite often, that fashion without films and films without fashion just don't work. And you know what? I couldn't agree more with her. The silver screen absolutely loves her. The red carpet can't do without her. And chances are that even if you spot her in an oversized shirt just getting off the plane or mastering what they call touchdown chic, she makes it all look effortless and stylish just the same. It's also one of the reasons why she's been on so many Vogue India covers, and we can't stop helping ourselves. We just can't stop. As Bollywood's de facto sartorial queen, and as a member of the millennium generation, she really understands the power of the fashion image. Her body of work in terms of films have spanned the spectrum of coming of age movies like Aisha and Veere the Wedding, to more clever, meaty cultural commentaries like Padman, Ek Ladki Ko Dekha To Aisa Laga, and not to forget the biographical movie Nirja, for which she won a national award nonetheless. Please join me in welcoming this couture-wearing, vintage-obsessed actor who has transformed fashion and films and red carpet in India like no one else. I can't wait to get into a conversation with her. So say hello to Sonam Kapoor. I'm going to go and join her now. I'm going to try and connect with her. So I hope you're there. And I can't understand why I can't find her, but give me a reason. Give me a minute. I'm just going to try connecting with her again. It's ah. I'm sorry guys, this is taking a little bit longer than I would have expected. I can't seem to connect with her. I guess we are all so dependent on technology. What? I'm just waiting to connect with her, and we should have her with us in no time. And
Hi.
she's upside down. Hello,
Am I
darling.
upside? Am I upside down? I think you're. Is this fine?
This is perfect. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. It's so good to see you after such a long time,
I
Sonam.
know. I haven't seen you in a really long while, right?
It is. And I'm really hoping it's sooner rather than later.
I
Okay,
know. I
so
got
get
dressed
down
up for
to
you,
asking you
Priya.
the most important question, Sonam. It's
Yeah.
literally the person wants to know, what is Sonam Kapoor wearing at home during lockdown?
I'm wearing a lot of. I'm wearing a lot of like cotton dresses and stuff like that because I. The first week, I think I was living in my gym clothes and pajamas, and I felt very. I don't know. I didn't feel like myself at all. I don't think I was taking it well. And I was like, if I get up, get dressed up, shower, I used to not shower for like 2 days. I was like, if I get up, dress up, shower, have a routine, You know, it'll really, you know, I feel like I'll feel good, and I'll have like a, you know, like a very structured life.
Yeah.
And it has really made me feel good. So I wake up in the morning, and I, you know, have my hot water, I have my jeera pani, I have a banana or a mango or whatever, go do yoga, or and a little bit of walking, which is these are the easiest things you can do at lockdown where workouts are concerned. And
Right.
I'm really enjoying myself doing it. And then I cook a little bit, and we
We see
have
your
lunch.
amazingly cute Instagram, feed. We've been following you and stalking you. Love
Um,
your. There's an alternative career there, Sonam. I think.
for baking and cooking. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing it because I have to right now, honestly. But no, I leave it up to the proper chefs and stuff. It's a great creative
It is.
outlet,
It is. It
and
is.
you know, but I don't think it matches the sentiment of the world right now. I'm trying to keep my life a little more simpler.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, I love cookies, so I bake cookies, like, but simple chocolate chip cookies, or like whatever is like meetha, like whatever I can, with whatever we have at home, you know, like oat or whole wheat or atta or whatever.
Just
But
comfort
no,
food.
I don't.
Simple
Huh?
comfort food. Just simple
Comfort
comfort
food,
food. You know.
and just clean, you know, good clean eating. I'm always been like a huge, like, I love taking care of my health. I like eating healthy, I like eating clean, I like exercising, taking care of my skin. I feel like when you concentrate on yourself, and the betterment of your physical self, automatically you know, that's a reflection of your mental health as well.
Right.
So yeah, I really believe in taking care of yourself.
But tell me, Sonam, I've been thinking about this with all the film stars, the entire Bollywood industry, and everything
Hmm.
that's come to a standstill. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the maximum time any star has spent in a lockdown period at home, being away from a set, being away from an active film production. So for
Hmm.
you, I guess for a film star, time is really luxury.
Yeah.
Every time we've spoken, it's been multiple projects you've been doing. You've been running around like one busy bee butterfly.
I know. This is the
What is
first time
it
I've
like?
been.
What is it like to have this time to yourself? It must be the first time you probably had it in I don't know how many decades. What is
So
it
this is
like?
the. It's surreal because I've been working since I was 18 years old, and I don't remember the last time I was in one city for such an extended period of time. I don't think I've ever been in one city for such an extended period. It's been 3 months. I have been in Delhi. I Since I was 18, 19, since I started acting, I haven't been in one city. Like, you know,
Wow.
I've been in India or whatever, but no, not even Bombay. I haven't even been in Bombay for like 3 months at a stretch.
Did you have
And
any withdrawal symptoms? Was it
no, it was actually nice. I didn't know what it was like to have a routine. I don't think any actor will ever tell you that they have a specific set routine every day.
right?
And I didn't know how comforting it is. I didn't know how much time you have in your hand when you have a set routine, like dedicated time to like observe yourself or read or understand yourself a lot more, like self-reflection, or to learn a new skill, or to even watch some bad TV show. You know, it feels so good when when you're in a routine, you have some dedicated time to yourself. You
Right.
know, you're not trying to fill in the spaces. As an actor, you might not be doing it, but your manager, your assistant, or your, you know, agent is constantly trying to fill in all your time slots, because time is money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is, you know, so every time we take a holiday, um, you know, my dad used to say it's more expensive than you think it is.
How true is that? But do you miss that crazy pace? Are you itching to get back to that?
Ah, no. But I have the luxury of saying that, Priya.
That's true.
You know, a lot of people don't have that luxury. I am privileged to have that luxury. I'm very thankful and grateful for it. I do not take it for granted at all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have you discovered something about yourself? You also, I know you're spending a lot of time with your in-laws and your husband, but you're also spending a lot of time with yourself.
Yeah.
Has it led you to discovering, knowing something more about yourself? Has there been any introspection?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I realized how important health is to me. I think a lot of people have understood that what you put in your mouth, what you put in your skin, what you put. I mean, like for me, it's everything. Like for me, it's very important. Like I've realized that it takes precedent over everything else, like my work, my friends, whatever. I mean, obviously my family comes first, but for me, health is what. So now, like, if I'm even putting a product on my face, I'm like doing all research on where it's coming from, what are the ingredients, etc.,
Right.
etc. I'm also concerned about my family's welfare, my friends' welfare. So I think I'm over giving them too much information, like eating clean, eat like farm to table, like exercising, like doing holistic workouts, not just being crazy in the gym to be skinny. Just like stuff that we all talk about, but we don't
Yeah.
actually implement it
Do
completely in our lives. And
right.
I've started doing that, and it's a discovery that actually really matters to me. It really, really matters to me a lot.
Well, health really is wealth, right, Sonam?
Yeah.
Well, can I also say I can't help but think this is the time you would have just come back from Cannes, or would you have been at Cannes? Is
I
this your
would have
first
come
time?
back from Cannes. I would have come back from Cannes.
Are you missing it?
This is the first. This is I went to Cannes first in 2009. This is the first year
Wow.
I haven't gone. So
11
it's
years? In 11 years that you've missed it.
10 years. I've gone every year. This is the 11th year, and yeah, so it didn't happen this year.
Any
Um,
memories that come to your mind that you're missing? What is it that you miss most about Cannes? What does it represent for you? I mean, of course, everybody is like waiting with bated breath on what you're going to wear on the red carpet, and that just it goes viral on everybody's timeline. But for you, what does Cannes really mean? What is it? What do you miss about it?
well, honestly, I actually miss my time with my sister there, because it's usually in Cannes, she and I like come. We're just having fun. Honestly, we aren't like, we actually like mind my French. We don't give a shit about what people think or say, and we're really excited if they love it. But we really
Yeah,
don't care because we just want to dress up for ourselves and have a good
yeah,
time.
yeah,
And I think that's very clear, because I realized when you're true to yourself and you're just having fun, people love it.
yeah.
And we're not trying to impress. Like every time, I mean, I'm so unapologetically myself. I think that's why people like the way I dress, because I really
Right.
don't care about what people think. I just like to wear what I like to wear.
And you're
And
also having fun with fashion. You don't
yeah, that's the
so
whole
seriously,
point.
You're having
Yeah, I
fun
don't,
with it. Whether it's
you
the
have to,
yellow,
Priya.
the burst of color, the taffeta, the ruffles, you always look like you're really enjoying yourself on the red
Yeah,
carpet.
it's mine and my sister's thing. That is the one thing. Both of us are very different people. We're best friends, but we're very different people. We have different tastes. We have different likes and dislikes, but we both love fashion. We love fashion. We love film. Those are the two things that we really connect on. Our tastes in film are very different. Our tastes in fashion are very different, but we're very passionate about it. And Can is an amalgamation of both film and fashion.
Right.
And she and I go, and it's our playground, right? It's like our little like dollhouse that we can like dress up, talk about film. My sister wants to meet like distributors, or I want to meet
Yeah.
some agents or directors. And we don't go there with an agenda saying, oh my god, I'm going to get this big Hollywood film, or oh my god, I'm going to get this person to distribute my film, oh my god, I'm going to get this reaction from Vogue India for what I'm wearing. It's like, okay, I'm going there and I'm just going to have so much fun, and the byproduct of that is usually all of this.
Right. Right. Has this lockdown in any way changed or made you rethink your relationship with fashion? I mean, the amount of people I've spoken to, Sonam, everybody talks about either a pared down new direction or investment buys or doing less but doing better in terms of retail. What have you thought? Has this changed in any way how you approach fashion and style?
Well, there are three things that I have taken from this lockdown. One is to make Bhane completely sustainable. We were already on our way there. For me, sustainability and the carbon footprint that we have on the planet is extremely important, and fashion is one of the biggest contributors to pollution. And
Absolutely.
and for us, I mean, but I love clothes so much, right? And so how is it, and we all need to wear clothes at the end of the day, but how are we doing it responsibly while being fashionable? So Bhane was already on its way there. We were almost there, but right now it's our, we are dedicating our time to being like, this is what Bhane is. It stands for something. So that's another thing. Sustainability is really, really important. So I want to wear more couture, which is made to measure, which India is very known for. I think that's very important. Less fast fashion, more homegrown, and more sustainable.
Right.
And sometimes, you know, getting and I always believed in statement pieces. I always believed in shopping smart. And I think that's very important, to get like, spend your money on like that one really good piece, and try to spend your money on brands that are homegrown and India made. I
Right.
think that's also really important. And
Right.
also invest. And I mean, this whole nationalism attitude about fashion is incredible and it's amazing. But at the same time, the world has become so small now. It's like one big country, whether we want to have it like that or not. Even like investing in responsible international brands as well, whose you know, values and ethics that I, you know, concur with. So for me, it won't only be about Indian fashion and sustainability. That comes like top of the chain for me. I mean, I love promoting Indian fashion. I wore Masaba in my first can, and I wore Anamika, and you know, I wore Rimzim, and all these new brands that I love. You know, I love wearing on international platforms all the time. But for me, it's also very important to wear clothes that go with my worldview and my values.
Right.
And I think you know, so I'm gonna do that, you know. I just placed an order with Pero. I placed an order with Goddess.
Wow.
So I wanted like two dresses each. Three dresses each, and you know, I was like, I have to support in whatever way I can, and that's one of the things that I really want to do, and brands that I really love, you know.
Right. And you've always done that. I still remember the early days when you were wearing Masaba or the times when you've worn Rimzim. You've always truly supported homegrown brands. And, I think it's now more than ever, Sonam is going to need the endorsement, support, and patronage of people like yourselves, and I speak on
Yeah.
the entire.
And also Priya, you know, we need to stop looking at, see, the West have done a lot of amazing, incredible things, and it is very aspirational. But at the same time, we have such incredible talent in India itself. You know, it's incredible. Like the kind of things that I see, it's they're really, really incredible. It's just that they don't have the support and the platform that they should get. So you know, I think it's very important for you and I,
Absolutely.
and for
Say that.
people in, yeah, for people in our position to kind of take that forward, like, very, you know, I think so.
Are there any really cool young brands that have caught your attention recently? Is there anybody that you're particularly enjoying and following in terms of fashion labels?
um in terms of fashion labels, the younger lot, there are so many actually. I really like Jody. I
I
just, yeah, I think they're very easy to wear, and I think they're really, really nice. I like Olio Stories. I wear the jewelry all the time. Um, you know, I think these are the two newer brands that who I wear a lot. Um, then, you know, we have such amazing brands. Like, they're not even coming to me right now. I like Bobo from Calcutta. I think it's very cool stuff. Um, then I like Anavila. I mean, she's not new, like she's not like new,
Yeah,
but
I
like
know what.
she's
Yeah,
this is like relatively where I like Payal Pratap a lot. I'm like thinking there are so many good, amazing designers. I love Ruchika Bodice. I think she's
yeah,
amazing. I like Dhruv. I think
right.
he's good. Um, Obviously the veterans are there, but like
Of course,
if you're
of
talking
course.
about like younger designers, there are so many. I mean, I love Nimish, what he's doing with Bhane. Even though it's my brand, I love where he's taking it.
Right.
Um, because he's creatively completely, it's his baby, um, then there are
I
so
love
many.
his creative voice is very unique. He has a
Uh,
very unique.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and I love
amazing.
what.
If you go to the Instagram page of Bhane, just like the artists that we're supporting, or the photographers, or the fashion, or just that it was about finding an Indian voice, and I think that was
Right.
really important as well.
But tell me, Sonam, this is the longest you've been away from your family. This is also
Yeah,
the.
I haven't
I.
seen my dad and my mom in 6 months, nor my
Oh
sister.
my God.
Yeah, I think
So how many
I,
times a day are you burning up the phone lines?
I speak to my mom like 4 times a day. I
How
I
are they
speak to
coping without seeing you? You are this lively, chirpy
I
presence in
know. I
everybody's
think my
life.
mom misses me a lot. I think my dad also misses me, but I think my mom really misses me. I speak to my dad once a day. I think I'm the only one who's like, yeah, you're right. I'm like the energizer bunny in the house.
You really are.
And I miss my sister. I miss my brother, but I really miss my sister. And they miss me quite a bit. And I cook and bake because I have to. Like I'm good at it, but it's not like, oh my God, I'm like
I can do this for
obsessed with the idea
forever.
of it, huh? But
It's not like I can do this forever. Like, oh my God, let me do
yeah,
something.
I mean, I do it. I like cook. Like I used to like to cook for pleasure, right? Like I would cook for a friend a meal, or my husband a meal, or like a couple of friends are coming over, they have a big Italian meal or a big Asian meal or Indian meal. Like that stuff is fun. Like when I'm doing it once or twice a month, but doing it every day is not fun.
But tell me, I'm always looking out for what you and Ria do together. I know when you said that, y'all have different tastes, but y'all both love film and fashion. I also feel that y'all work beautifully well together. I mean, all the creative partnerships you guys have had, whether it's been with a label, whether it's
Yeah.
been an Aisha or a V Ready wedding,
Hmm.
I feel like you guys work so well together. And I love how y'all are these two fierce women with some very empowering opinions. And when you all come together, it's sort of magical. What are the two of you planning next? Tell me about that. What's going on in your mind?
Um, well, she's working on her films. And she has some exciting projects, two of which I was supposed to do. But I think that will happen when it has to happen. Whenever we were very lucky that none of our films were on the floor at that time, and so everything was in pre-production stage, right? Like written,
Yeah,
sold,
yeah.
almost written. Um, it was like in casting or whatever. Like everything all the projects were in the pre-production stage. They'd not gotten onto production stage. Or post-production state, none of those. So I think in that way we were very lucky. And let's see what happens, like where the world is going. Also, I think our narrative has to change a little bit, so we need to rethink what we are speaking about also.
Absolutely. Um, you're not a Delhi girl. You're a hardcore Bombay girl. One look at you
Yeah.
and one knows that you've got Bombay all over you. So how is Delhi treating you? How is it adjusting to life in a completely different city, and especially one like Delhi?
Well, I have been in Delhi only for quarantine. I've been in my house.
You made it sound like a punishment.
Quarantine is punishment, dude. I mean, we're doing it because it's safer and it's a responsible thing to do. But like, no, I mean, we're sitting at home. I mean, we're not fighting wars, or we're not doctors, and we're not doing the hard things. It's the easiest thing to do. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I like Delhi. I played a Delhi girl like more times than I played any other girl in all my films.
That's true. Interestingly.
Yeah, Delhi 6, Aisha, Dolly Ki Dori, Khoobsurat. Like, I can, like, every like, I don't know, I constantly play Delhi girls. The thing is, I like Delhi. I like some of the people here. It's the fashion capital and stuff like that. But I've had the same friends since I was a kid, right? My school friends are still my best friends. I've made one new friend, which is Swara, in the film industry, and like Archana, Antara, whoever were at Vogue and stuff like that. They were my school friends, Kunal, and we've all been friends since we were school. So my friends haven't changed, Sam and all. They're all the same. So I miss my friends, honestly.
Yeah.
I miss my friends. I miss my family. I miss the city of Bombay, but Delhi has a lot more space.
Absolutely.
And it has my husband. And but I live in London, so
right.
I don't have to choose.
I was going to come to that next. So what is life in London like? Tell me, what's your day in London like? I mean, you seem to be living across 3 cities, straddling different interests. It's like you have this larger than larger life, right now. What is London like? And is there any kind of anonymity there? Do you enjoy it? Do you get any of it? Or is it still hard for you to like walk around in London? And
it is hard for me to walk around in London. I'm not anonymous there.
No, I'm sorry.
But I'm a lot more anonymous. I mean, obviously I'm a lot less anonymous in Bombay or Delhi, but I am not anonymous there for sure. But I enjoy it. I love London. I have been going to London since I went to a British school. I went to boarding school. So I was in Arya Vidya Mandir, and then for high school I went to UWC SEA. So for me, a lot of my school friends are still there, like from boarding school. I have a couple of other friends there. Samyukta lives there half the time as well. My best friend in Bombay. She has 2 very successful Indian restaurants, Bombay Basel and Jamevar, over there. So and my friends keep coming, and the film industry keeps coming there. So I feel like in a way London is closer than Delhi to Bombay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. What you're saying. Have you used any of this time to read scripts and projects? Have you read anything exciting you? What is your next release?
Well, I'm doing Blind. It's a remake of a Korean film, and I'm doing a film with my sister. And I'm concentrating a lot on Bhane and 1-2 cafe. We have 2 cafes, one in Bangalore, one in Bombay. In the one in Bombay is in Bandra with the Bhane store. So my husband, founded this brand, and then I took over from him a little bit. We have a new CEO, Deepika, Dipti, her name is. She's brilliant. We have a new business head, Devika. She's amazing. We have Nimish, who's a creative director. So we've set it up in a really, really amazing way where I don't have to be hands-on at all anymore. But creatively, the direction that Nimish is taking is also like, he also needs a little back and forth with me because we're friends also more than anything else. So in that way, I'm involved. Yeah.
Right. But I want to talk to you about the kind of movies you've done. I mean, it's a bit schizophrenic when I think that the same person who did Padman and Ek Ladki Ko Dekha To Aisa Laga, and of course Neerja, could do Khoobsurat and Aisha and Veere the Wedding, and do both well. The bottom line is you've done both, and you've done both really well. What is the starting point for you for choosing a script? What excites you? What is the selection process for you when choosing a movie?
Whatever like inspires me, right? If something makes me laugh, if something makes me cry, like when I heard Ranjana, I cried. When I heard Khoobsurat, it invokes some emotion in me. That character invokes a reaction in me. For me, I loved Pari's character in Padman. I thought she was the fulcrum of the film, and
Yeah.
it was so, and and sometimes it's the director, or sometimes it's the subject. Like Ek Ladki Ko Dekha, the director had never made a film before, but I loved the subject. I loved the idea that we were trying to teach A, B, C, D, E to a largely ignorant audience on a subject that should be the norm.
Yeah.
And I liked the way it was done. It was like Anil Kapoor telling people that he's okay with his daughter being gay,
Right.
who's this like icon. Um, so I think I choose films that invoke some sort of emotion or reaction from me, and a character that resonates with me. So I mean, it depends on my mood at that time.
Right. There's this age-old, belief. It's like an old wives' tale that actresses change their priorities post-marriage, and has any of that happened to you? Are you thinking differently post-marriage? Do you think differently about your craft in terms of the kind of time you want to give to it? Now that you also have Bhane, what takes over? What takes over? What takes priority over the other?
I'll always be an actor, but my family is always going to be number one. My parents, my husband, my sister, my friends. I've always made that very clear from the beginning of my career. It's never, that has never been in question, right? Like, I love my family and my friends, and now my family includes my husband. That will always be my priority, and that hasn't changed. Work is something that for me is, I mean, I love it. I don't think I'll ever stop acting or working. Even if I get like a second role, I'll still do it, For me, it's really important to act. I love being in front of the camera, whether it's a moving camera or a still camera. I feel the most natural when I'm in front of the camera. You've been on some of my shoots, Priya. You know that. I love shooting.
And you're such a natural, and more than you loving camera loves you,
I love it. I
I
love
was
the
there for
camera.
your first movie, Savarya, because Savarya and Vogue India launched around the same time. And I remember
Yeah.
I came on the set, and when Biran
Yeah.
you were shooting, and I was there with Patrick D. Marchelier and Anita, and all of us were shooting then. I looked at you and I was like, she has to be one of the prettiest faces I have seen, entering Bollywood in a long time. And wow, look at the journey we've traveled since then. When I was introducing you, I was saying that probably I've done the most covers on Vogue India with you, and that's true.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is true.
I know I've done a lot of your important covers. I know that because
You've
every
done the
time there's like a
most.
fashion issue or anniversary issue or some issue, I get a call.
You've done the best friends. You've done a lot. You've done the most, really.
But I haven't shot. I didn't realize this. Priyanka actually made me realize it. I haven't shot with you all since my wedding.
Really.
I didn't even.
By the way, that wedding cover, that wedding issue was a sellout.
Yeah.
It was the most incredible.
Priya, send me those photos. I don't have my own wedding pictures. They're all with you guys.
Let's take this offline.
I'm allowed to have them in my house.
I should send them to you post-lockdown, Sonam. I shall send them to you post-lockdown.
Thank you.
Okay, now tell me, what do you think? How do you think the film industry, we've spoken about fashion, how is the film industry going to change post-lockdown? What do you see are the big changes that are going to happen?
I think, I mean, I told my husband this. I don't know if it's going to happen. I think drive-in cinemas are going to come back.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I mean, we had them when we were kids, but I don't think
totally.
I don't think the generation below me has ever, don't even know what it is. Like, I mean, I'm an 80s child, so I know like cassettes and VCR and
Walkman and DVD,
Walkman and like all of that. And then I also know the other side of it. But drive-throughs are something that I'm expecting to come back. They were super romantic. They were amazing. Not the best sound, but it was incredible. And I don't know. I don't know what else would change. I hope cinemas don't go away. Like, there's something very magical about watching a movie together on the big screen.
Absolutely.
There is something incredibly, there's something incredibly magical about that. I think they'll be still there for special films. I mean, we already have all these online platforms which are doing super well. Amazon, Netflix, Z, Apple, Disney. So we have all these amazing, incredible channels that are making incredible content. But there is something very magical about watching someone display emotion on the big screen. There's something incredibly moving about that. Yeah, so it's very moving. It's very moving. I might be just saying it because I'm an actor, and I mean, I'm passionate about film, but I think there is something very, very magical about that.
Talking about OTT platforms, would you be open to exploring that, Sonam?
Yeah, why not? I've never been opposed to it. I just have not liked anything that's come my way, or even if I've liked it, I've not liked it for myself. I don't like doing cookie cutter things, right? And I need something that's substantial, or there's something that resonates with me. I don't work for the sake of, I don't want to work for the sake of working, because I have the luxury of not doing that, so it's up to me to make the harder choices.
Right. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going into a rapid fire with you.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to shoot. Sonam, if you could only wear one designer for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Anamika.
One thing you would steal from Anand's wardrobe.
His Bahani shirts, like all his older ones, they're beautiful. Like,
really?
Best quality. Yeah, and I don't have a lot of the vintage, it's a 5-year brand, but like I don't have that stuff because I didn't meet him at that time. I met him like 2 years after Bahani was founded. So I love some of the older stuff as well. And I was like, I really want this. And he's like, you can't have it because I already have like 2 pairs of this left. I was like, okay. I was like, fine.
What was the last thing you bought before lockdown? The last fashion purchase before lockdown?
What was the last fashion? I bought a lot of clothes from Rosie Asulin.
Love.
Yeah.
What is the first thing on your shopping list after lockdown?
Well, I love like interiors and Indian like accessories, and I've really like Ikako is another one of my really favorite brands. Reena had done a collaboration with this she's ceramic brand. It's called Leela, I think, her designs. It's amazing, and I'm about to place an order for that. It's just beautiful. I mean, Reena does, I love her. I'm one of her biggest fans. I love her clothes. And she's done these amazing ceramics. They're just beautiful,
Wow.
Yeah. These curtains are done by Anavila. All my upholstery is done by, and fabrics have been done by Anavila. I don't know if she does this, but she did this for me as a favor.
I can imagine her getting a lot of orders now post this. What was the first purchase? What was your first ever fashion purchase from your own salary?
It was a Chanel bag in London when Chanel bags weren't as expensive as they are right now. I bought a classic black caviar Chanel with gold hardware for £1,200 at that time.
Oh my God, it makes me cry. It's only £1,200 right now.
I mean, I don't understand it. They've just made it more and more expensive every time. And my Yeah, that's what I bought. I really wanted one. My parents had never bought me anything designer. So I was like super excited to buy that bag.
Who would be your Hollywood style twin? Who do you think is your Hollywood style twin?
Um, I don't know. I dress so Indian also, right? I have like a very Indian way of dressing as well. I don't know. Who do you think? Yeah, I
I
can't
don't
think.
know why I think of a mix between Anne Hathaway and Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer, they dress very simple though and safe.
Not really, not in real life, right? Like whatever I see, at least of Jennifer, I like some of the risks she takes. And what
I
about
mean,
Blake
amazing,
Lively?
incredible. They're like
With
incredible,
Blake
incredible
Lively,
actors. I love Kate Blanchett. I think uh, I would say that I see how she dresses in her career and stuff like that. For me, it's very aspirational. But I dress very Indian. I know that. Like even when I'm
somebody
wearing
on our timeline has written Emma Watson.
Emma
That
Watson.
well, she's a cool
Oh,
chick.
I'm not reading these. Oh my God, there's so many comments. Crap. It's a lot. They're not ending.
And this is a toughie. From all your red carpet looks, is there
Hmm.
one that you cringe at the most when you have to think of it today?
You should have
You're like,
asked
oh
my
my,
sister
what was
this.
I wearing?
No, you should ask my sister this. I don't, no, because sometimes I just do whatever I want to do and wear whatever I want to wear. I wouldn't say about my clothes, but once or twice, I think my hair has been a little like I love experimenting with my hair, but I have Anil Kapoor's so much hair. So when I'm trying to do like something like fun or like crazy with my hair, and I know like Namrata who does a lot of my hair and Hiral who does my hair, they're like, what are we gonna do with all this other stuff that's still left? But yeah, I mean, I think some of my hairstyles can be a little, and I do not like leaving my hair open on the red carpet ever.
Is there a particular look that you remember till today that you have loved the most on the red carpet?
I would say my first can with Jean Paul Gaultier. I mean, it's been such a journey till he like made this tuxedo sari for me for his final show. And I mean, from like it was from one of his archival connections, but obviously I'm not like a stick thin model, and he changed it a little bit around and he redesigned it for me. And for me, I think that was my favorite Gautier look.
I have to say,
The,
I loved you in Anamika. I don't think anybody
the
does
pink,
more
the
justice to
pink
Anamika.
Anamika, the one with the nuts.
I loved you in Anamika. It was just
Oh, I
absolutely
love me in
stunning.
Anamika.
The only
I
person
love
who can
Anamika.
is
Huh?
your mother. I think she's the only one who can carry it off almost as well as you, if not better.
Who? My mom. Yeah, she loves. I mean, I know Anamika because of my mom. I know Abu Sandeep and all of them because of on like Taran and all of them because my mom was an ensemble with all of them. No, so
Yeah,
as
I
a
remember.
fashion designer,
I remember. Okay, your
yeah.
favorite, quickly now. Don't think so
Huh.
much. Your favorite vintage label.
My favorite vintage label, like what do you mean? Like
Like
a
when was
store?
yeah, yeah.
I would say Portobello Market in London.
Couture label. What your go-to brand for couture?
Ralph Russo.
Homegrown.
My go-to brand for homegrown couture.
No, just homegrown clothing. You can't say Anamika and you can't say Bhani. Now say
Um, I would say Anuradha Vakil and Sabyasachi.
yes. Your
Um,
go-to high street label and you can't say
and
Bhani
Abu
again.
Sandeep, Abu Jani Sandeep Khosla. I have to say Abu Sandeep. I wear them a lot, and I love them. So I would say
Again,
actually
wear them beautifully.
I love them. Abu Sandeep Khosla. Yeah.
And high street. Your go-to high street brand.
H&M.
Okay, super. Instagram accounts you follow that you feel somebody should, or an Instagram account that you're enjoying right now following.
All the cooking Instagram accounts and all the like furniture, like
Name one.
and
Come on.
interiors. Oh, how do you make me name one? It's so hard. Do you know how many people I follow? I think I'm the only celebrity who follows so many people. Instagram account that I enjoy following. Can't think. I think I like to follow like New York Times, the eating platform where they make all these recipes.
New York Times cooking. New York Times.
New York Times cooking. I think they're very, very good. I like following the AD magazine, India and American AD. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that on Vogue?
You are totally allowed to say that.
And
it's part of Condé Nast India, and they're like
Condé Nast. Yeah, I know it's part of Condé Nast. And AD India has asked me, and Vogue Living has asked me to do the house stuff, but I unfortunately can't do it.
Sonam, I'm gonna pretend to cough.
But I love it. That's the thing. Like Anand was like, "What is going on?" He was like, "You love seeing like those like videos of these celebrities showing their houses," and I watch it like a hawk. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is amazing. That's amazing." Blah blah blah. And he's like, "Why don't you want to do it?" I was like, "No, I don't know. I don't think so." He's like, "This is so bad. This is hypocritical."
Okay, what are you listening to on loop? What's on your playlist right now?
So, if you go to Spotify, okay, so I'm not trying to plug my brother-in-law, but he is an amazing, incredible DJ. And he and his best friend have this band called Matstar Bass, and they are on Spotify, and they remix old Hindi music. They have amazing like hip hop that they play, all the stuff that you want to listen to while you're walking around the house like a crazy person to get your steps in. And like if you just want to have an update mood, like they have the best music on Spotify, and he makes all my playlists for me. So I really like him, and I like Billie Eilish a lot. I like Alicia Keys' new songs. Yeah, I love Taylor Swift. I'm a Taylor Swift fan.
I remember when we were shooting together in a hotel, you wouldn't start till the guy who was helping, your personal spot boy, you made him get your music. And then you were on fire once the music came. He got you music and he got you Cadbury chocolate. And I remember both those things.
Yeah, chocolate. Yeah, the way to my heart is chocolate.
Good to know.
I love chocolate. That's it.
Okay,
That's
what are you reading? You're such a bookworm. What are you reading? I love knowing what you read.
So there's an incredible, like, there's so many discussions about Hinduism, Hindutva, etc., that are going on all over social media. And a lot of questions about life that we are asking. There is this incredible author who also writes for Speaking Tree. His name is Devdutt Patnaik.
Of course.
And a lot of people, like I gave my husband his version of the Gita to read, and all these other books that he's written. So we've literally just gone and bought all his books. I had a couple of his books before, from A Pregnant King to Gita to Hanuman Chalisa to everything. It's just the way he speaks about Hinduism and the way he speaks about spirituality and work and life, etc., is so incredible that it's really taught me a lot. And that's why I handed it over to my husband to read, because it really shaped the way I think about things. And where this whole warped idea of Hinduism is coming about, which was never there. There is no such extreme emotion in Hinduism at all. This extreme ideology, there's no place for it, actually. It's actually complete adharma to do that. And I understood that, because I was like, I'm a Hindu. I don't know what that means and what it actually means. So nobody's told us, right? And for a young person who is English speaking, it is incredible to read that. And I would recommend for your emotional, mental well-being, especially if you're a progressive human being of any religion, of any faith, of any belief, to read his books, because they speak so beautifully and eloquently, and so creatively. You know, there's a lot of imagination and all of that put into it, and I would recommend it really, really,
So
especially in
Devdutt
this
and
lockdown. Yeah.
what are you binge watching?
What am I binge? I just finished the show called McMafia,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
really good, and I just started Ozark, which I hadn't seen before. Yeah.
A quick mess. Okay, let me come back to Anand now. Have you noticed any annoying habits about Anand during this lockdown period? And has he noticed anything annoying about you?
What is the? My husband is not annoying. If anybody's annoying, it's me. The only thing annoying about my husband is that he is so fit and I am not as fit as him. And because I'm competitive, I'm like even competing with my husband about how fit we are. But I think the annoying thing about me is I'm like a cheetah eater, and I'm going to complain. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like on this health thing and this and that. I don't know why I'm getting acidity. He's like, because you've just had a bag of Uncle Chips, or you've just had Maggie. So all this, like, you're eating so healthy and so clean, and then you're putting all this in your system. But once in a while, when I'm PMSing, I need it. Like right now I'm PMSing, I need like something. So I made my own granola, and I made my own healthy granola, and I made my own healthy like makhana in chatpata thing, because I was like, I need to eat some namkeen, you know.
Are you still doing that gluten-free thing? You're very big on
Yeah,
it.
I'm grain free. Yeah, grain free.
Yeah.
Grain free and predominantly dairy free. It's just like I love dahi and cheese, so sometimes like I can't help myself.
What's a skincare hack that always works for you?
Sunblock, and drinking a lot of water.
My last question to you before I wrap up, Sonam, is any message you'd want to give to your parents if they were watching this chat right now? What would you want to tell them?
I love you so much, and I am going to see you as soon as, I mean, I can see them now, the borders are open. So I'll be there before my birthday.
Yay! On that
Yeah,
note, I can't tell you how fun this was.
it was so
And
fun.
see you in person again soon.
We will see each other.
We will. We have lots of catching up to do. Lots of love.
We do.
Love
Bye.
to you. And bye.
You
Thank
too,
you,
sweetie.
everybody.
Bye. Bye. Thank you, everybody. Bye.